Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken, and welcome back to another video. Gundam Evolution is a hero shooter that I covered back in September of 2022 when it first released, and this game was meant to be the competitor to Overwatch. It released just a month before the release date of Overwatch 2, and its servers are now shutting down almost a year later. So, if you read this post that was released on August 28th, you can see that they are ending the game's service on November 29th of 2023. Unfortunately, they have determined that it is no longer possible for them to provide a service that satisfies their players. And this is a bit sad because it is a hero shooter that is shutting down, but at the same time, there are many reasons for this title being shut down, as we will get into. One of those reasons, obviously for any game to shut down, is a low player count. On Steam, this game has hundreds of players. Wow! Sometimes maybe getting close to 200 on a good day. Yeah, this game is absolutely dead on Steam. And this game just really did not blow up that much outside of Japan, because this game is generally a niche genre within a niche genre. Hero shooters already are not the most popular games in 2023, and this crosses over with the Gundam fandom. The amount of people who are interested in a Gundam hero shooter just isn't really that high. There aren't a lot of players who are into that sort of niche. And also, this game was region locked on release, where many regions just couldn't play this game without a VPN, and they also didn't release it on console right away, which really hurt the sales and longevity of this game on release. Console finally got access to this game on November 30th of 2022, which is several months after the release date in September of 2022. So that was a pretty big mistake as well. And in general, I feel that this game just failed to really innovate on the hero shooter genre as well. It felt like Overwatch, but just a bit worse. And so when Overwatch 2 finally came out, yeah, this game dropped like a fly. It went down so bad. You can see on September of 2022, this game had about 16,000 average players, with 55,000 at its peak. That's comparable to Paladins at its height. And then immediately the following month, it lost 75% of its players. So yeah, Overwatch 2 certainly killed this game, but really, also, the devs partially killed this game with their poor handling of it at release. So, what we're going to be doing today is we will attempt to even find a match, if that's possible with the player count, and we're going to revisit this game a year later as the game is close to being sunset to see what the game is like, just give it one last hurrah, and, well, see if it was any good to begin with. So here we go. It looks like this title screen is just the same as I remember. Honestly, it is a pretty cool title screen. But, yeah, let's check out the actual gameplay, because that's what we are here to do. Can we even log in, first and foremost? This is taking longer than expected. Okay. Here we go. Alright. Oh god, stop. Stop, please. No, I don't want to look at this. Can I skip this? I just want to play the game, please. Oh god. Go away. Yeah, I know, I reached like silver in season 1 or whatever. I don't even remember playing ranked. Ah! Go away. Yeah, I know it's shutting down. That's why I'm here to play it. Okay. That was a mess. Alright. Let's go ahead and immediately just queue up for some casuals. Wow. This game is really in your face when it comes to the UI here. I don't remember really a single character in this game. It doesn't look like they've added too many characters, if they even added any at all. I actually don't remember the original roster. Obviously, if you want to see what the game was like on release, again, check out my video I released on the game a year ago, because that was, yeah, pretty fresh Gundam Evolution content, back when we thought this game might have a chance. Sadly, it did not. But yeah, one critique I've always had of this game is it's meant to make you feel like you're in this giant mechanical robot of destruction, and the actual scale of these robots is meant to be like city destroying. They're massive. They are taller than buildings. They make streets look tiny. They make cars look like ants. but I feel like this game didn't really do a good job of conveying that, which we will hopefully see once we get into a match. I'm actually just going to sit here, wait for the match, and I'm going to do a time lapse, and I'll put a timer on the screen. I'll let you know how long this actually takes. Okay, so no joke. I have been recording here for almost an hour. We're at 55 minutes. And I still have not found a match. This game is actually dead. I didn't realize it was going to be this bad, but this is dead. Holy crap, I see why they're shutting down the servers now. There's nobody on. So, let's go to the backup plan. And let's head into the practice range. I tried to make a custom match, but apparently you can't create a match with bots in it, and you can't go into a map with just yourself. You need other players there. So I physically can't even make a custom map to show you the actual maps in this game. So we'll just go to the practice range, and I'll show you a bit of why I think this game is just pretty mediocre from a gameplay standpoint. Not talking about, you know, all the issues with the launch of the game being region restricted and whatever. Nothing to do with the actual lore of the game. Honestly, I'm pretty unfamiliar with Gundam lore, so that was never really my interest playing this game. But the actual gameplay itself, because that is the ultimate reason why you would play any game in the first place. And this game is really just bland. It's like Overwatch, but just boring. This game released a month before Overwatch 2, and so playing this game for that first month felt like you were getting sort of a sneak peek at Overwatch 2, right? Because it was fresh, but still felt like Overwatch. But then Overwatch 2 arrived, and, well, it's Overwatch 2, man. Certainly a controversial game, but at its core, it's, you know, it's founded on Overwatch 1, which was, I think, Game of the Year in 2016. And this game just, at that point, felt like a more boxy, clunky, weird version of Overwatch, and it didn't really innovate at all, right? Most of the gameplay is similar to Overwatch 2, but again, just not really as interesting. I mean, we have gun, we have healing station, because I'm playing the Soldier 76 character, I guess. There's a grenade, and whatever that is. And then, of course, we have an ultimate, which we build up, and we can use that to become stronger. The only innovative thing this game did for all of its characters was add a stamina system, where you can dash, and every character can run, right? Every character can hover, and if you tap shift, every character can do that, just a short dash. And that's just not good enough, man. That's not an innovative reason to play this game. Especially when mobility in the games that already exist in the hero shooter genre is just straight up better and more engaging than this, right? In Overwatch, you have characters like Genji, you have wall climbing with Hanzo, you have mobility with Junkrat and Doomfist, and all of that is more exciting than a lot of the stuff you can get in this game. In Team Fortress 2, you have Soldier rocket jumping and Demo Man sticky jumping, and all of that is so much fun that they've built entire game modes just around rocket jumping. And then in Paladins, you have characters like Eevee and Vatu and Maeve, who can move around in a far more fun and fluid fashion than what you can do in Gundam Evolution. And so this is not a reason to play the game. And then Overwatch lacks customization in terms of the actual main ways you can play the characters, right? You just load into the match, you click a character, and you can only play that character one way, right? I can only play Soldier 76, like the basic gun character. And the same goes for this character that I'm playing now. But you're not just competing against Overwatch, right? You're also competing against Team Fortress 2 and Paladins, both of which have far more customization than this game. In Team Fortress 2, you can change up your weapons, which have different functionalities, some of which create entire subclasses like Demo Knight. And then in Paladins, you have talents and loadouts and items, which you can all use to customize your gameplay and also further evolve the game as the match goes on. Paladins has more evolution than Gundam Evolution has, because in Paladins, you go stronger throughout the match. So this game really lacks customization compared to those options. It ultimately is just a mediocre version of Overwatch, and that's honestly one of the biggest reasons why this game was doomed to fail, outside of the pre-existing issues of not gaining popularity outside of Japan, being region-locked, not having console port until most of the players had already left. Yeah, it's a bit sad to see, because the game isn't fundamentally, like, horrible to play, right? It feels fine from a gameplay standpoint. Like, you could have a reasonable time playing this game. I'm not gonna trash on it and say it's bad, but there are just better options out there, right? So, yeah, when Overwatch 2 came out, it really just killed this game. And Overwatch 2 obviously has its own set of problems right now, but like I said, at its core, it still has a lot of the amazing fluidity and good things about Overwatch 1, right? A lot of that did still carry over, and that's why people still play the game despite Blizzard being a terrible company. So, yeah. Feels bad, man, for Gundam Evolution, but yeah, this game is doomed to fail the test of time, I guess. So yeah, a bit of a disappointing video, because I was at the very least hoping to get one match of Gundam Evolution in before the servers go down, but after queuing for an hour, I literally couldn't. So yeah, that's a bit of a bust. It honestly is a bit depressing. And so I'm sorry this video wasn't as interesting as I wanted it to be, but yeah, I guess this is just kind of an example of a game done wrong. It had a bad launch with plenty of restrictions that barred people from even being able to play the game in the first place, either discriminating based on region or based on input type, right? You couldn't play on an Xbox for a long time. And then the gameplay took absolutely zero risks. While the foundation of the game certainly was solid, I mean, the gameplay was alright, it didn't do anything new. And so what's the point of this game existing in light of the pre-existing options of Team Fortress 2, Overwatch, and Paladins? So yeah, definitely a shame, and I'm sorry to see it go, but at the same time, I mean, I'm probably just going to go play Paladins after this, honestly. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload from me, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.